everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Poseidcast. With me tonight, I have the one and only FitoTheMan, also known as Big Money Texas Twosome Fast's own. How's it going, buddy? How you doing? How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Hey, thank you for having me on your podcast, bro. It's been a while, since I did anything like this on a vid or whatever. But hey, it's my first podcast, by the way. So yeah, I'm a little nervous and shit, but we're gonna get through this.
Word. Awesome. Yeah, dude, just be a little bit of conversation having stuff, just to, shooting the shit, as the kids say. So we obviously have met through the Mortal Kombat community. You have been someone who's just been like around, you enter in events and stuff like that. Really, really cool to see. I love it. I feel like if everyone was more like that and just entered and stuff, and it seems like you do it really for the enjoyment, which is definitely something that's admirable.
Yeah, man, I do it for the enjoyment. I do it for the passion. I don't do it for a living. I got another job to make a living. I do it because to make, I don't know, it's fun. It's my hobby. I've been gaming since I was a young kid. And I thought by now I would grow out of it. I'm a grandfather now. I thought by now I'd be behind me, but no, I'm gaming more than ever, really. But when I can and stuff like that, it doesn't go out, man. It doesn't. I am finding myself going back to retro games. I've been streaming.
Yeah, I've seen that on some retro game streams. What games you been playing? Anything cool?
Right now, Contra 2.
Ooh, okay.
And I can't remember. Oh, Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those are the games I grew up with.
Awesome. Yeah. I think Mortal Kombat is actually one of the games I kind of grew up with, and you said you've been around since like when the first Mortal Kombat came out. Is that something that you were into back in those days? Like, were you like the first Mortal Kombat, or is it something that you came into later?
No, man. It was the first Mortal Kombat, dude. The actually first fighting game I really fell in love with really would be Mike Tyson's Punch Out and Double Dragon. Those two.
That's what kind of bridged you into fighting games?
Yeah. From Double Dragon, then I discovered Mortal Kombat at the grocery store. Ooh. My mom sent me over there to pick up some rice and beans, or I go, get some arroz and frijoles or something like that. And I looked at Mortal Kombat and I was like, damn, that shit looks real, man. I was like, man, fuck these rice and beans, bro. So I just started gaming. I spent all the grocery money on that video game, bro.
Oh man.
From then on, bro, the early 90s, bro, I've been stuck with MK, man. I know it has its ups and downs and stuff like that, but it doesn't bore me. I can always go to. I know this game here, people ain't really liking it, but to me, it's still competitive. To me, I still have an enjoyment. I still get angry, but that's where it's fun and stuff like that.
It's so like the drive, like you want to win.
It is, man. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know I got old man skills, but old man reactions, but I still have a good time with it. Stuff like that. But it all started with Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Double Dragon, and from there, to Mortal Kombat, and yeah.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Really, really cool. So, I would say, how is like the perception of the game? Because I remember when it first came out, it was like obviously considered like really violent and stuff. I would say like throughout the years, how has like the outside perspective as someone who's been inside it been about the game? If that makes sense.
Oh, it's always been violent.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And my parents didn't care. As long as they gave me a video game, kept me busy. They didn't care about that.
Same with my mom, exactly.
Yeah, the rating system came out later. And that's what brought Mortal Kombat also in the news, because you had to get the government involved to bring out the rating system. That's where Mortal Kombat made history right there. Mortal Kombat is the one that brought the rating system
in. That's crazy.
Into play. Yeah. And it's till this day it's a household name. Until this day people clown on it just like they clown the Dallas Cowboys. You can clown any other team, you're just not gonna get the clout. You're not gonna get the views if I clown Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
or Jacksonville Jaguars.
You ain't gonna get all that. You clown the Dallas Cowboys, same way with Mortal Kombat, bro. That's why they clown Mortal Kombat, to get the clicks, to get the views. I'm telling you, it's a household name.
100%. You definitely see those. I don't see anything, that's going viral on YouTube, like why King of Fighters is a bad game. That's not gonna get the clicks and views.
Exactly, and that's why they do that. They know where they're gonna get the clicks to, and that's MK, regardless if it's down or popular or it's fun to hate the game too. By the way, it's fun to hate the game too. I mean, it's all around a video game is all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it really is just a video game. And that's also what I said. That's not the clown on King of Fighters. I think King of Fighters is a good game. It's just an example of if you had equal criticisms, you're going to get more views because people kind of enjoy clowning on MK. Said the Cowboys. And I do want to talk about the Cowboys a little bit, but we can talk about that later on when we're done with the MK side of stuff. So you're someone who you've competed. You've gone to a Texas Showdown, if I recall, or you've been to a couple Texas Showdowns at least. Or something that. Yeah.
My first one's in 2012. It was a combination of anime and Texas Showdown, and that's where Mortal Komabt 9 was in there.
Oh, okay.
You know, so amongst my friends, I was pretty cool. I was pretty. I mean, not cool, but I mean, I was good. I was beaten amongst my friends. But then I went to Houston, I was like, damn, I knew I sucked, bro. I was like, damn, I'm ass. You know, like, God, I had a wake up call. You know, but then you know what? When I went over there, I realized because most of MK is the only American game there. I realized that MK in the FGC tournaments, it was way down at the totem pole. You had the rest was anime or Street Fighter. MK was always down here, and because they had us by the restroom. They had us stationed by the damn restroom at Texas Showdown, bro. I will never forget that shit. So if you had to go to the restroom, you had to get past MK9 staff to get to the restroom, and then we had to smell all that piss and shit, because they had us right there, bro. I will never forget that, But hey, it is what it is, It was my first one, but hey, I still had a good time.
Yeah, it's always a good time. Sometimes, you're just shoved in the back, just the way it goes. So, you are known for being a Johnny Cage main. Has it always just been Johnny every time, just doing that, or has it kind of evolved into that?
No, it's always been Johnny, man, because it was just easy to go push back forward, even in MK1 in the 90s and stuff. But in the 90s, now that I play it now, the controls were awful. Back then. I don't know how we did it. I don't know how we played it. But man, I've always been a Cage, man, and stuff like that. Just it had some of the fundamentals don't change, some do. But in every moves list, MK does change. It doesn't stay. It doesn't stick to the fundamentals like Street Fighter. I got to give Street Fighter that. It does stick to the fundamentals.
Yeah.
But MK always kind of
changes it up a bit. Yep.
Yeah. So it is what it is on that, miss.
Yeah. So since you're someone who has been around since the original 2D era games, what was it like when it transitioned from 2D to 3D? Was that something that you particularly were fond about, or weren't fond about, or how was the community reception? I guess at that point, or whatever.
The 3D started hitting right about when
Deadly Alliance, right? Or no, 4. MK4 was the first.
Yeah, but I didn't really mess with that much because at that time I was already married and having kids, raising a family, so I got out of it. So it was MK1, MK2, a little bit of MK3. After that, I just got out. I was out of there. I didn't have any time to do anything. And then here comes MK versus DC.
Oh, okay.
I started playing. And that was my first real interaction with the 3D. I really liked that. I thought it was underrated. It had great graphics, great soundtrack.
I love MK vs. DC. I never played no one else.
Yeah, so that's the one I like right there with 3D and stuff like that.
Awesome. Yeah. So, what would you say if you had to rate like your favorite MK of all time? Whether that's either if it still holds up today or just the time you had when you were playing it.
I would say, MK9, dude. MK9, it brought the people out of the woodworks, man. In the story mode was comical. Johnny Cage was the real Johnny Cage right there, man. He made you laugh. This one here, they kind of cut him down. They kind of downed him. Man, the women were looking good and stuff like that. MK9 was the shits, bro. It was crazy ass combos. The fastest MK9 to date. I'm talking speed-wise. This money was up there with Street Fighter 6. I mean, you was really fighting real fast. You look now, MK1 is slow as hell.
Slow. It's like even going back to playing 11. It's like wow, MK11 was so much faster. Like
oh yeah, but MK9's definitely up there.
Oh yeah, you're flying.
And, and then MKX started slowing it down, and they just I don't know what's going on over there, man. But I don't know, man. But
it's
MK9 was definitely. Go ahead.
I think it's common for games to do that. I noticed that because I come from the Smash community, and I still to this day compete in Super Smash Bros. Melee, which was the second one that came out, because a lot of the mechanics still hold up, and like it plays a lot faster, so it allows for a lot more innovation. And as the game have kind of gone on, it's got kind of slower and slower, and combos became a little easier, which is like fine, but it created less creativity and stuff. So it makes sense that games do like that. It is unfortunate.
Yeah.
So how have you been liking Mortal Kombat 1? What let's just say like this current meta. Have you been playing like online, and how have you been enjoying? Is there any characters you hate fighting, or just any particular like new cameos or anything you've been trying?
I'm just sticking with Sector, and Sector is my cameo, and Johnny Cage. That's it. Don't. Yeah. I got the muscle memory down. I want to have fun.
That team's really
do nothing else.
It has some stuff,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, the only time I really got time to game really is early in the mornings. And when I do host a little mini tournament, it's just sporadic, and it's just whenever I get time, you know. I hate to have a schedule, because sometimes I can't make the schedule and stuff.
Yeah.
I wish I could, but I'm just too busy, bro, with
understandable
day-to-day life stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So I get in my little cubicle here, right here at the end of the house by the garage here. This is my little space, and this is it right here, bro, with my freaking tools and shit or whatever.
Nice, man. Yeah. Well, so is it just the future plan for tournament organizing? Just when you have some time, you'll put something out there? Or do you got a date and time or anything for the next event?
One more, maybe tomorrow. One more for to end the year, maybe tomorrow evening, dude.
Ooh,
you know, the end of the year
tournament.
One
That's
more.
Sick.
Yeah, New Year's, and we'll see how 2025 brings up and stuff like that. So I got one more, 2020 tomorrow. I'll see about it. You know, stuff like that. But there's always something going on, you know.
Yeah.
So if you, I don't know, you know. So if you're a homeowner and I guess you own some properties. There's always something going down. You gotta fix this, fix that. Or then you gotta go to work and stuff like that. And you gotta tend to family. I just gotta fit in MK. I gotta fit it in there somehow for a little bit, and that's what it is, man.
Yeah, no, because like, especially like you talk about that, like when it comes to tournament organizing, like there's always something that's gonna go wrong. You know what I mean? Like this happens, the stream messes up. You know, players aren't showing up or stuff like that. Like there'll be something you gotta be fixing. So.
Oh yeah, and speaking of that, if I ever gotta play in my own tournament, I'm done. That hasn't happened yet. When I gotta do that shit, I'm done. But it's time to hang it up. But it hasn't happened. People do show up all the time. The initial people that sign up, sometimes not all of them show up, but I'm always getting a replacement pretty quick. You know, they fill it in, bam, 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 bam. So that's what I tell myself. If I ever gotta play, I'm done. That hasn't happened yet, though.
Yeah. I've always we're at SRTV of a little bit of a team, so there's times where like I don't really have to do much, and in that time I'll enter. But we usually have like open sign up tournaments. I know a lot of people they'll do like 8 people sign up, 16 people sign up, stuff like that. Keeps it a little cleaner, more organized. But we're crazy people, and so we'll just be like everyone, get in here. Like,
it's good to have you know, assistance and help and stuff like that. And I said you got all that and stuff like that. And mine's not big enough to ask for all that. That's why I just deal with 6 or 8. You know, and I have thrown down $25
by the stream
$100 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just in single elimination. I like single elimination, one and done. You're out of here. And first of my grand finale is now first of 4. But if you score 3-0 off the bat, it's over, man. It's over.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's my thing on that.
That's a cool format. It's nice because I think, you know, the community needs all of that. You know what I mean? Like the nice little, you know, like even exhibition series, you know, even if they're just for fun, you know, these small little brackets, you know, that have some money in it, these bigger brackets. I think all of it is really conducive to a healthy community. So it's really cool. Like I said, like if more people did, you know, like tournaments when you did, just, you know, like whenever they could, or like, you know, even if you don't do tournaments, like you show up to people's streams and stuff like that. You've donated a couple times to us, you know, and it's just like, you know, it's never has to be anything like huge, but it's the fact that, you know, people care and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If everyone just gave a little, we would be able to do so much, you know.
Yeah. it's the community that keeps the game alive. The video game is just an inanimate object.
Exactly.
It's just sitting there if nothing. It's the community. The people's got to get in there and keep it alive, bro. You know, and that's I'm just one person, but if we can all do that, we can keep this MK Mortal Kombat alive. And like I said, it's still a household name. You can still see it in movies and stuff like that, you know. But the core, you know, community like us, we got to keep that old boy alive and keep it going when when we can, time to time. And when I host a tournament, I hate for anybody just to play for an expedition, no prizes. I'm always gonna put money in it and make it rewarding.
That's awesome.
That's just me on that thing.
Yeah, because it's like it's cool that people recognize it because it really is like a grind. You know, like when it comes to like getting better and how good these players get. Like I like to think that I'm pretty good at the game, and sometimes I get on, I'm like, I'd rather be sitting down watching TV, you know what I mean? Like, or I'd rather just be relaxing, but it's like I want to get better. So it's like, it's cool that there's the opportunities that are out there that's like you could show off your talent, and if you're good enough, you can make a little money off it. So I think that's super cool.
Oh yeah, it's nice to make a living off that, but it's only a few select, and it's only the top 1%, 2% that's doing that. All the rest of us is just gaming for fun and shit, which I don't mind. It's like I said, it's a hobby. But I enjoy it though. I ain't gonna lie, I do enjoy it, and like I said, man, I still got my original Nintendo sitting right over here, bro. You know,
you bust it out sometimes to play some games.
Oh yeah. I brought this back. I bought this damn thing back in when I was like between 8 or 10 years old.
Dang, it's still working.
You know, it's still working, bro. Nice. Every now and then I gotta blow it out or shake it back and forth. That's how I play Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Okay, still on the original. Nice. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. I'll be trying to still play the original and stuff like that.
No emulators.
Go ahead.
I said no emulators, anything like that.
Emulators. I do play on the Switch sometimes. You know, if I don't feel like dealing with the real cartridge, sometimes I'll go on the Switch. But for the most part, I stick to the Nintendo. I just stick to the real stuff. Emulators. I'm still learning the computer and stuff like that. Like I say, when I'm hosting tournaments, I'm doing a lot of shit in the background. I gotta type the names, do the overlays, all that shit, bro. I'm like, damn, you know. It's still a challenge to me at times, you know. But I still like the
challenge.
I don't know, the challenge. It's just still fun to host. To me, it's still host, and then the anticipation of, oh my god, am I gonna get somebody to come in? And if not, you know, that's still kind of fun too. I ain't gonna lie, you know, somebody gonna fill in, you know, all that shit. And one of the best streams I had was during the election night. I streamed on Twitter. I'm multi-streaming now because I'm so small. So I do 3 of them: Twitch, formerly now known as X, and YouTube. Twitch is where I get my viewers. That I don't know who's pulling up, but somebody's pulling up. It's bots or not, it's showing views, it's showing numbers. You know, that's where they pulling up right there. And stuff.
Fair. Yeah, that's where I do a lot of my streaming. Like I'll even if I see like someone's like streaming on like X, it's like it doesn't even register to me. That's like if I'm gonna watch a stream, I'm gonna go on Twitch. You know, so. Yeah, but that's a good idea. I mean, if you have the option to do the multi-stream, it's a nice way too. Because like Twitch is like good, but it's like it's not good for discoverability. So it's like if you could stream every day on Twitch for 8 hours, but if you're not putting it out in other places, then like when it comes to like the home feed, compared to something like YouTube where it's like you stream and you'll show up on some people's feeds. But that's all a whole algorithm thing that we don't need to get into.
X been a good friend of me, you know, and stuff. I just got to figure out the chat, which I now figured out and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll make sure I always stream on X. If your computer can handle it, you know, do it. If your internet and computer can handle it, do it.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great idea.
I can handle it. It just took me forever to figure it out.
Yeah, nice. So you've been streaming in the mornings? Has it been a consistent schedule, or just like when you have some time, you'll go live?
Yeah, I stream in the mornings. The wife is asleep, you know, nothing going on, and it's in the weekends, you know, because I normally work Monday through Thursdays, 3-day weekends, sometimes Fridays, so I tend to go in there in the mornings, and then after that, you know, it's whatever me and my wife got planned for the daily activities, and anything can pop up, and then, you know, I could have guests coming over, and the holidays is pretty busy, you know, family. I've done every weekend. We're doing Christmas. The first weekend was with the grandkids. The second weekend was my father-in-law's 80th birthday. The third weekend was Friendsmas. Yeah, Christmas. We hosted Christmas here, and now this past weekend was Christmas, and man, shit, I gotta fit in MK somehow.
There's a lot of Christmas.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. That's fair. You know,
But I wouldn't change it for the world. You know, I wouldn't change it for the world.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, it definitely is. Like I've been, I work the 11 to 7 shift, so I wake up and I stream from like 8 to 11, so that's how I get my time in. So it's like I do that, go into work, and then after work it's just, you know, whatever. Like I said, me and my girlfriend have planned or whatever going on. So when you can fit it into your schedule like that, it's really nice.
Yeah, I just now noticed my light was off, man. Dang.
Yeah. I noticed it was getting a little dark.
Here.
I didn't want to say anything because if you didn't have a light, then but it's all good.
I'll be forgetting.
It looked kind of badass, actually, right? You were just kind of chatting back there, like in the dark room. There's like some lights and
look
stuff.
badass. I'm gonna turn that shit off then. Let me turn it back off. Then. Yeah, all right, let's do that then.
Yeah, no, that's good. It kind of really does, really. So
right.
have any of the, because you're usually, you know, Johnny main and stuff like that. So, and you host tournaments. Is there any character that maybe you're not looking forward to, or any character actively now that you don't play that you look forward to watching or watching other people's play or stuff like that, like Conan or T1000 or any of the other characters even that have been out?
I'm looking forward to T1000. Conan, you know, I grew up with Conan too, watching his movies too. You know, for the most part, I just watch to see how Johnny
Changes
can beat him or whatever. You know, can beat him, something like that. I just look at that and enjoy it at the same time. But after I'm done looking and studying, I probably done forgot.
Yeah.
But that's probably T1000. I'm just curious to see how his setup is.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that. You know, MK9, it was Johnny Cage and Cyrax were my mains. Yeah.
You ever thought of trying Johnny with the Cyrax cameo? You ever try that?
I did. I have, but like I said, I got to learn. I got to learn a muscle memory all over again. You know, I just want to go in there and push buttons. You know, I miss the days where you can just, like this Nintendo right here. You put the cartridge in, you push power, you're ready to go, bro.
Hey, just play the games.
Now you got to go through all these agreements and shit. Yes, you got to download these new updates and all this other mess before you can even start playing Call of Duty. I was playing this new Call of Duty game. Man, I had to go through so many settings and shit. Then I had to make another account. I was like, damn, I already got an account with Xbox. I had to make up another account. Man,
it's like a WB account, and then like with the crossplay game, you had to make a WB account and all this stuff.
Yeah. Man, I do miss the days where you can just put that bad boy in, push power, you are ready to go. Them days are over. They're behind us now, though.
Yeah, that's a funny comparison because I still compete in Super Smash Bros. Melee, as I said. So, like a lot of tournaments, they'll have both. They'll have the newest Smash game, Ultimate and Melee. So, like sometimes I'll enter both tournaments, and like for Melee, you just plug in and like you can't change the controls or anything, so you just play. But in Ultimate, you can like map your controller to the controls and stuff like that. So every time you start, you have to go there, make a tag, put in the controls, and it's just like, I'm just trying to play, man. Just let the game.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that was the first time I also, when I went to my first off stream in Houston. That was the first time I learned about control button check. You know?
Yeah, like.
And I was like, man, how the hell are you doing that? Because I was already used to my shit at the house. I never had to do that, so that was something else to learn.
Yeah, like people forget about that, especially when you go to like your first like offline tournament. It's like, why isn't this working, or why isn't this coming out and stuff? And it's like, oh, yeah, you have to change the controls like that.
But I had a good time though, because it was a combo with the anime, and I've never experienced the anime stuff. I've always heard about it, but like, they crazy about anime though.
Yeah, that's
crazy about anime.
That's like, okay, the anime fighters. Yeah, no, they're really big. Like Guilty Gear is huge, probably the biggest one of them, and there's like Grand Blue. There's a lot of really, really big ones that are have a lot of people playing them competitively. Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna go with that, but do you have any plans to go? I know there's another Texas Showdown coming down in March. Are you planning on going to that or any of these other tournaments?
I might go to that one. Yeah, it's just not that far from me, so I might go to that one. just see it out, just show support. You know, if they got MK1 there.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I am too.
Let's remember that shit, man. God dang, bro.
Yeah, because there's a lot.
They're crazy about. I don't know. To me, you just gotta support. You know, an American-made game. That's Mortal Kombat. You know, I know it's made by WB, but it was still American-made. And it's the only fighting game too.
Yeah.
Like that, you know. And that's not why I'm supporting it. One of the reasons it is, but main is because I liked it. You know, I fell in love with it. The graphics, it was just the fun ability was high for me and stuff like that. But we got to see if they're gonna even support MK1 in March.
Yeah,
see, bro.
I mean, who knows? So like, there was the announcement of like a pro comp, and the first stop is supposed to be like in February, in like Mexico City. Okay. But I don't know really the detail. Like, I haven't really looked into it further. I just haven't seen anything. I assume like when the date came out, I would see it somewhere on like X or wherever. But I haven't seen any details for it yet. So like I guess it's happening in a couple months.
Yeah, and you know, talk about that. COVID really pushed the online stuff. Before it was COVID, dude, people were hitting those offline events big time. But then when COVID hit, and it never went back up to par like it did before.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, because there used to be. I remember, like when I first got into MK, like competing and stuff, going to tournaments, which was the beginning of MK11. There was offline events. There was one like close to my house. There was like some in like Rochester and Buffalo. Like I'm from upstate New York, and so that might not make a ton of sense to you for surrounding cities, but once when COVID happened, obviously you couldn't go to any tournaments or anything, so everything went online. They said stayed online. Like there was these offline tournaments, but then there's people who were top level competitors then who just never went to the tournaments when they went offline again, and it kind of like the attendance was kind of low, and then it's like there wasn't another pro comp until MK1, and that one was kind of like hardly communicated or not communicated well. So it's unfortunate. So you're saying there was like a very steep decline when that happened?
Yeah, I noticed a steep decline. You know, because in MK9 is when I discovered Justin Wong won an MK9 tournament. Chris G, when I discovered Chris G, was when I discovered Perfect Legend in MK9.
Yep.
You know, and those names are still there. You still hear about Chris G, Justin Wong, Perfect Legend. Even what's his name, MK Brady. You know, he was in tournaments too, back in the day and stuff like that. But once COVID hit, bro, it went downhill. But COVID also brought a lot of people out. Like it brought me out. You know, I was just a lurker in the background. I would just look. And then I started streaming in tournaments, you know, because there was nothing else going on. So let me just go ahead and do this. And I started entering my first online tournament when, what was that guy? MK, you remember him? He was, shit. I forgot that guy. He was real popular during MK11.
Oh, Outworld?
Outworld Television. That's it. I entered his ass.
Yeah.
And commentated on a couple of his shows.
Oh, really?
Like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So COVID also brought a lot of people out of the woodworks. Bro.
Yeah, like
it
did, and like me included, because I was someone who just I just kind of like grinded to myself. Like I would play online or just play in practice mode, and then I would go to tournaments like offline. So like I wasn't on social media, and if that didn't happen, it might have stayed that way, because then the offline scene would have stayed probably very relevant, and I would have just been someone who went to those. So crazy how times really changed everything.
And also, you know, like I said, you know, another reason I think it went steep because, you know, a lot of people lost their jobs during COVID, so there was no money, because it costs money to go to these offline events.
It does.
You know, you gotta eat, you gotta get a damn room. I remember going to, like I said, Texas Showdown in 2012. I was with my family. I went with my family, and I remember hearing other cats, "Hey man, can I room with you? Can I room with you?" They didn't come to me. They can tell already I was with my family, but I can hear in the background, "Can I room with you? Can I room?" They just showed up and just asking for rooms, you know. But I think those days are over with now, where you can just show up and asking to get in the room. And stuff randoms coming up to you.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I mean, there's been if you plan it ahead of time, like there was a time when I went to Combo Breaker 2018 or 19, and there was like a tournament the following weekend in Wisconsin. And I was like, there's no point of going back home and then going to Wisconsin. So I was like, I just asked like the Chicago like Smash like group chat, like, hey, can I stay with someone? And someone was like, yeah. And just through having that mutual connection, I like was able to stay in Chicago for a week for free without having to do the hotel.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not.
Yeah, I know.
Or nothing like that. I just think I was hearing that a lot, and like I said, I had my family with me. I didn't have no room. I had to take.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like showing up to the tournament, it'll be a different thing if I was like in Chicago and be like, hey, I'm here. Can I stay with someone? Like, I planned.
Yeah. I went to Frosty. That's why I met.
Oh, did you?
After the Sunfab crew over there, we all met up over there.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. I met what's his name, Rockin' Polos over there.
Rockin' Polos. Shout out to Rockin' Polos.
So yeah, it was Amazing Robin out there, Big Coos. And OJ Jitterbra. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Mm-hmm. OJ did it? Yeah, I know OJ. Yo.
And several other cats out there up from the MK community were out there. And that was my last major event in Chicago. That was in Chicago, by the way. It was the coldest I've ever experienced. I mean, it was so damn cold. My eyelashes, I could feel my eyes freezing.
Yeah, they're like freezes and stuff. Like, bro. Yeah, no,
I can't do that again.
I'm actually going to Frosty's this year. It's about a month away.
Nice.
Forward to it.
Nice.
Should be.
So I guess they're gonna have MK1 there, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah, I wouldn't be going. I mean, if it had Melee, maybe I'd go, but it doesn't have that, so it has MK1. That's why I'm trying to go. I want to go to, like I said, when there's an event and I know that there's going to be a decent amount of people going, or it's like I want to show up and like, you know, try to make it bigger because like, you know, it's like supply and demand, you know what I mean? If NRS sees people aren't going to the tournaments, they're not going to be like, all right, let's throw more money into it, especially when they have to go to big corporate and be like, this is how we're going to make money off it. If it's like, well, there's 150 people going to these tournaments, like, so I think, you know, I always try to show up if I can.
Yeah. If, like I said, if they're hosting MK1 in March or April in Houston, I'm more than likely going to go there and show up for that one particular game. But back in the day, you know, younger, in 2012 and then 2013, I would enter all of them, not just MK. I would enter Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, Melee, all the games. It'd be 20 games, man. I enter all of them.
That's awesome.
And I get my ass whooped, but I was down there, you know, just gaming. I was like, man, I'm gonna have a good time. If I'm gonna spend close to $100 on something odd dollars for this entering, let me enter all of them, man.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to just stand around there looking. You know, back in the day, I would do that shit, get it all in there.
That's awesome. That's like the antithesis, I feel like, of what the community really is, and it's just kind of all coming out to play this thing that we all mutually enjoy, and kind of, you know, making it bigger than it is just the game. And like you said, like the community is the community. The game is an inanimate object. At the end of the day, we're all kind of the humans within the community is what makes it happen. So I think that's really cool. That like, because you need people. Like if you do like the mathematics, like statistics on it, half the people in the tournament are going to go 0-2 or 1-2 anyway. 50% of people. So it's like a lot of people are got to go for the fun of it. So
yeah, you need the casual gamers, bro. Yeah. I mean, I'm not dogging the hardcore gamers, but you need the casual gamers. Personally, I think the casual gamers are the one putting in the money. I'm a casual gamer and I'm putting in the damn money.
Exactly.
And they love what they loved about MK11 is, and these motherfuckers, I mean, they really love this stuff. They love going in there and detailing their characters with their little sweaters or their little skins and all the little fine details. People really like that shit. You know me? I don't care for that. I just want to go and start gaming.
Yeah.
But there's casuals out there that want to go in there and dress their characters all nice and neat, the boots, the shades, all that. MK1 missing that. People really didn't like that mess, and they don't like the cameo system. A lot of people don't like that cameo system and stuff like that.
How do you feel about it? Because it is a big change. I also feel like they've been making games for over 30 years, so it's completely cool that they tried to do something different. Like,
how I feel about it. I kind of messed with it with MK9. MK9 had the tag.
Yeah.
You know, but it wasn't the same as this. You know, MK9 you can tag team, then you can stick with that player for as long as you want, and still you tag until you tag the other player and stuff like that. It never got to you can use it online. I don't think, if I remember right, you can just use it offline. I can't remember. I may be wrong on that one.
Yeah, man. I think you could, but I actually don't know. I can't remember. I remember playing MK9, but I don't remember that aspect.
Yeah, but I do remember MK9 was testing it out already.
Mm-hmm.
And you can have the tag team back and forth and stuff like that. This right here, the cameo, you got that meter, and you gotta wait, you know. And I'm missing Johnny Cage's fireballs. I gotta wait on Sector's missiles.
Yeah, right. It's like
upsetting, you know, and stuff like that. But it is what it is, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think it would be cool, and I think that's kind of what people were hoping, that it would get kind of more like the tag mode in MK9. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. MK9, every game is broken. I'm talking any fighting game has got its pros and cons and stuff like that. You know, right now you got people hating on Street Fighter 6 and want to go back to Street Fighter 5. You got people hating on Tekken 8. They want to go back to Tekken 7. I don't post much, but I'm reading. I'm seeing
You always have something like funny. That. Whenever I see like a Fito comment under a post, it's always like something that makes me chuckle a little bit. Like
yeah, I try to be neutral, bro. I try to be neutral. You know, you gotta have a sense of humor, bro.
Yeah.
You know, but some people, you ain't gonna make everybody happy. Some people will get pissed off. Somebody that you ain't heard from years gonna come in your feed and ask you this and that and the other. But I just try to be neutral and have humor with it.
Yeah.
That's it. Have fun with it. You know.
Absolutely.
Life's too short to stay angry and mad.
Yeah. No. 100%. 100%. It was funny. There was like it was like the Conan trailer. I think you put like found my new main, and then it was like the psych meme. Like psych.
Oh yeah.
I was like, that's
I'm not
funny.
I'm not gonna learn Conan, but I'm sticking with Cage. I just want to go in there and have fun. Like I said, like I told you before, Nintendo, you put the cards in, you push power, you ready to game. When I want to play MK1, I'm gonna pick Johnny Cage and Sector. I'm ready to game. I ain't trying to learn nothing else new. I just want to have fun and play.
That's awesome. No, I'm definitely a very similar way. Trying to plug and play. Like even like with the newer Smash games where I can change my controls, I don't. I just play with the normal map out. Just like I make it work, and it works fine. So,
got you. Cool.
So, is there anything about MK before I'm going to move on to some like outside of the game stuff? So, is there anything about MK that you want to talk about, or anything like experience around that?
About MK.
Yeah, just a story, anything you want.
The only story I really completed was MK9 and MKX. After that, I really didn't mess with the story. MK11 I did, but it was, I don't know, MK9 was if you ever get to play MK9, bro, that right there was the funniest. I mean, I don't know, the music in the background, the soundtrack was awesome in MK9, dude. I don't know what happened after that.
I remember the MK9 story. I was a little younger, but I remember it, yeah.
But with the Chaos Realm on MK1, they bring the music back. It's got better soundtrack now.
Oh, okay.
On the Chaos Realms or something like to that effect. But I haven't really played the story, and I wish they had lobbies in MK1. I mean, MK1 they don't have lobbies.
They don't.
MK9 had the lobbies. Man, it had that online system.
Yeah, they've had lobbies since. I remember playing MK versus DC online and them having lobbies. So it's just such a weird thing to not have in a game that's this old. Or this new, I would say.
I hosted my first tournament in MK1 when it first came out, and it was, to me, I didn't really have a good time because the online was horrible.
Yeah.
They didn't have lobbies. We was learning, you know. So next time, I'm just gonna wait. You know, by then hopefully they learn from their mistakes. But I don't think it's NRS. I think it's WB wants to push that out there so people can buy. That's my thinking on that. Yeah,
no, that's what it seems like. It really was. It wasn't a fully complete product, but it was like it was good enough, so they put it out. I think I played in that event because I remember like.
I think you did, bro. I think it was long and dragged out. But like I said, I'm not going to put the blame on NRS. I think it was WB wanting to push it out there, man, to make up the money because they're really focusing on Mortal Komabt, Harry Potter, and one more. I think I can't forget.
Yeah, I remember that post. They were talking about that. And which likely means that we're probably getting a new game kind of soon because they said like, oh, Chaos Reigns didn't sell that well, so now they're gonna just be done after this DLC and probably start working on a new game. And you know that's definitely what's gonna make more money because people are gonna go out there. You know, I'll go out there. I'm gonna get it. You know, it's good.
I'm gonna buy it. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm buying it. Like.
I just hope, you know, it's finished and this, that, but I'm going to show support for it. I mean, I'm playing MK1 right now, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, the DLC, $40, people wasn't really crazy about that, and people wasn't crazy about $10 fatalities. But then, so they made it into a combo deal where you get multiple fatalities. People wasn't really
the holiday ones. Yeah.
you could get the fatalities for free, but you had to grind and get those.
Yeah,
perks.
no, like I have a bunch of the reptile skins that you have to buy, but I just I haven't paid a single cent for a skin. But I have like all of them.
And I don't even go into that other part. What do you call that?
The invasions.
I ain't even touched that.
I haven't played it either. Like all the grinding has been like online, like Combat League or whatever. Like
yeah, I turn it on, go online, and that's it. I don't touch the invasions part. I still ain't even finished the first story. I'm not knocking the first story. I'm just ready just to compete against someone.
Yeah, exactly. I want to get on and play. Like I sub gold the story mode, the first story, like the actual original one. Like okay, if I get enough subs, I'll play the story mode, and I did. So I played that, and I haven't played the Chaos Reign story yet. Maybe I'll. I don't know, but I probably won't play it. But I did, like I said, I'm the same way. I either want to practice, like in practice mode, to get my combo down, or I want to play against someone.
Oh yeah, and so sometimes I'll play MK9 just to reminisce on the good times because it's still a classic, bro. If they can just bring that bad boy back as a classic online, man,
like an HD, like a revamped thing. They get a rollback, maybe a little bit better graphics, and then I think that would be awesome.
They'll be pulling up for that game, bro.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Maybe like an update, and yeah, no, I think, but who knows? I feel like we're probably just gonna get a brand new game. You know, people like the story mode and stuff like that, but we'll see. But yeah, awesome, man. It was cool to hear about the MK experience. So before we end this here, I did want to talk about a personal topic, and you're if I recall, big Dallas Cowboys fan.
Oh yeah. Cowboys fan, Texans fan. You know, I keep it with football, UFC, boxing. You know, I like that. You know, I just so I guess it's Mortal Komabt, UFC, boxing. That's pretty much it. You know, and Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune? Oh, okay.
Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, my wife loves watching it, so I go there and we'll watch Wheel of Fortune.
Ooh, nice. That's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in there too.
Yeah. Word. Did you watch a lot of the Dallas Cowboy games this year, or I know they became kind of irrelevant towards like when Dak got hurt and stuff.
Well, they kind of I don't know, they're kind of off this year. But if you get rid of the scoreboard, it's always a close game.
Yeah,
the Dallas Cowboys always have a close game. Just get rid of the scoreboard. And the Dallas Cowboys always have a close game. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, no, they came in because they're like a America's football team, you know what I mean? Like you said, like everyone clowns on the Cowboys when they're bad because it's like, that's news, you know? I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. Nobody talks bad about them. They've been the worst team in football for the last 5 years, like record-wise, like, and nobody's like, wow, the Panthers, like people throw a little jab, but they're not making a 10-minute video about why the Panthers are bad.
Not like them Cowboys. They will clown them Cowboys.
Yeah,
big time, bro.
Yeah, there's shows have segments. I watch a sports show called like First Things First, and it seems like after every Cowboys game, one of the segments in the show the next week is one of the guys gives the Cowboys a grade on how they played from A to F.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, it's just fun, and they get clicks.
Yeah,
you know, it is what it is, and that's how they make fun of MK and stuff. It's just fun, and they get clicks. I mean, that's the bottom line truth, right? That's why I believe it.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I think,
and it keeps Mortal Kombat relevant.
Yeah,
you know, you dog it all you want. You just giving more attention to it, and you're keeping the game relevant. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, no, normally like whenever I see some of those clowning things, you do like a quote retweet, put your little piece in it, and then it usually does well because people, you know what I mean. I was like, if people are gonna clown on it, I'll just get MK in front of more people's eyes. No such thing as bad publicity, they say.
Oh yeah. For real.
All right, man. Well, it's been awesome having you. It's been great. If there's anything more you want to talk about, definitely make sure to follow Fito everywhere. I'll make sure to leave links in the description to his social media stuff. He streams. He's on at Devon X. He does tournaments every now and then. Potentially doing one tomorrow night, which this podcast will probably come out after that. So, if you upload it to YouTube, I'll leave a link to the tournament in the description of the podcast so people can watch the tournament that you host tomorrow if you end up posting that. So.
All right, hey, thank y'all, thank you, hey, thank you for having me, brother, for reals, and I hope you have a happy New Year's and enjoy your time with your family, and Yeah, I had fun. Good times right here, bro. For reals.
Thank you so much for coming on, man. And do you have anything else you would like to say before we get off here?
No. I guess if I stream live on Twitter, on X, don't forget to hit that follow button, bro. It's free. That's it.
Follow him on X.
And hit the follow button for Poseidon too.
Ooh.
And make sure you follow his YouTube channel at that.
Ooh.
For real.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Hit that sub button. All right. Peace out, Peter. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and I'll see you guys at the next video.